First thing you're going to see is
Whoops.
On the inside.
Alright. Imagine it's a hot summer's day, no relief in sight. You decide to go to the lake for some swimming, perhaps tubing. You stop off for some cool refreshments at the local gas station. There you learn of a local child who has just lost his battle with a brain-eating amoeba. He contracted from the very lake you were about to cool off in. Sounds like something out of a horror flick, right? Sounds like some kind of alien being or something. But sadly, this is not science fiction. It is real. It has already happened in Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes. Swim Above Water is a non-profit organization created in 2012 after the death of 9-year-old Jack from Forest Lake, Minnesota. Jack died just days after swimming in Lily Lake in Stillwater. The organization is raising awareness and research funding of the disease, which has a 97% fatality rate. The disease is primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, or PAM. I'm just going to call it PAM because it's hard to pronounce. It's a rare but devastating brain infection caused by Negriola fowleri. It's a single-celled organism. It's a disease of the central nervous system. And it causes fever, vomiting, and usually death happens within 5 days of the symptoms starting. Symptoms are similar to bacterial meningitis, so it's usually lowers the chances of initial diagnosis. It's found everywhere in fresh, warm water. Some of the lakes that it has been found in is Lily Lake in Stillwater, Fawn Lake in Stacy, Minnesota, and Island Lake in Detroit Lakes area. It's found in rivers. It's found in tap water. One incident, there was a kid who was out on a slip and slide in his backyard, contracted it and passed. Even treated water. There was a recent, just this last week, there was a girl who was out on a church camp trip. She passed away. She was 16 years old. She was in a water park, contracted it in chlorinated water. It enters the body through the nasal passage. So that's like why there's warnings on nasal washes and neti pots. That's where that came from, is because of this disease. About 75% of the diagnosis happens after death. There's only a few laboratories that can test for this amoeba. And like I said, most people last about 5 days after the symptoms have started. You can't get it from drinking contaminated water. And it's unknown why some people contract the disease, while others in the same body of water the same day don't contract it. They're not sure why. So there's like a lack of research and knowledge on it. In a recent article, Molly Guthrie of the Pioneer Press asked, "Would you go swimming in Minnesota freshwater? Would you let your kids?" Travis Higgy, a PhD associate professor of Bowling Green State University of Ohio, who has studied the parasite and has lived in our region, said, "No way would I go swimming in any fresh water in Minnesota." So the lack of research in this amoeba and the devastating disease that it causes should have us all concerned. It's considered rare, but the lack of treatment options for the condition that causes such a quick, violent death is terrifying. I ask you today to consider donating to Swim Above Water organization, or even at the very least, just looking into some articles and preventative measures for this devastating disease.